Amazing.
That was an interesting first episode. Yeah, I quite like that.
The goldfish problem.
Yeah.
Why is
Pretty-
it called a goldfish problem?
I still don't know how the goldfish ended up with two fins.
So that's not
Well,
the problem.
That wasn't
Well,
really explained.
Well, that's why he lost the days. If you remember when he talked to the girl at the shop, he's obviously been there before. So someone, probably Marc, replaced the goldfish with a new one. So that's not Gus the goldfish from the beginning.
Yeah, it's not Gus.
It's a new goldfish because he went to the same shop that the other one bought it from.
So it was Marc, was him going to the pet shop as Mark Spector. And
The lady in the goldfish said, "You were here yesterday."
yeah.
Exactly. So Marc must have bought it and replaced the goldfish.
Yeah.
And he didn't remember.
Yeah, at the moment, we're not seeing any parts from Marc.
Yeah.
It's only Stephen Grant, yeah.
So he was sort of missing for 2 days, right, when he was supposed to be at the steakhouse.
Yep.
But it was Marc during those 2 days, I guess.
Yeah, Marc has been in control, and at some point, Stephen Grant came back into control at those points.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is why he was so confused.
Yeah, it is pretty confusing. Because he just like snaps in and out of, Steve and Marc.
Yeah, because we only see the parts from Stephen's perspective.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not Marc.
But I still don't understand who Marc is.
Mark Spector. Spectra.
Marc is
Yeah,
the other half of Stephen Grant.
Stephen Grant. But
Yeah.
but it's not parallel, right? They're not running at parallel.
No. So what when one is in control, the other is not, or something.
Where is the other one when one's in control? Just nowhere, is it?
No, it's a bit
likely asleep, because if one is in control,
Yeah.
the other is not in control.
It's a bit like that movie we saw. What's that James Wan movie?
Yeah, it looks James Wan.
The one. What's the name?
What's the name of that?
Was it a horror movie or?
Yeah, the latest one.
Where they interchange, is it?
Is it like where it's almost like you get body snatched in a way?
Yeah. Body snatch.
Yeah, it's like a body snatch.
There's one scene where they're talking to each other. How does that one work? Like I can see each other too.
Oh, Malignant.
Oh,
my
okay.
goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one, it's not a parasite.
No. This one is like dual. It's a bit like a dual
Split
double
personality. Yeah.
Double personality.
Like an alter ego, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is a bit different because it's two personalities, but one of the personalities is working with an Egyptian god.
And that's Moon Knight, is it? Yeah.
Which is a Kansu, otherwise known as Moon Knight.
Oh wow, okay. So it's 3 personalities.
Well, 2, but one is working with an
One is working with Kansu.
Which one is working Kansu? Marc.
Marc is.
Okay.
Which is why you hear the deeper voice, which is Kansu saying, "Surrender the body to Marc."
Yeah.
So what's with the scarab?
Yeah.
We don't know much about it yet because we
Not
ended up
answered.
knowing about the scarab in
Yeah.
the same way Stephen knows about the scarab, like nothing.
Yeah.
Is it sold on to it? Is it?
Well, apparently it was stolen from Amit,
Oh, it's all of them.
and that's why.
Oh, from the god, from the yeah. Ethan Hawke was pointing to the god.
Then
Arthur is trying to get it back.
how did he get to have his hands on it?
Well, obviously Marc did it. That's why he has lost 2 days.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because when he's Stephen, he never has the scarab, the golden scarab. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, golden scale.
And he thought it was a dream.
But it looks like he actually did go to the Alps as Marc.
Yeah, that's why he was surprised later when he got off the bus saying, "Oh my God, it's real."
Oh, he was Marc in the Alps, was he? Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
see.
that's probably where he where he was. Arthur called him a mercenary or something.
Yeah, masonry.
Here's something you guys might not know about the Egyptian sacred scarab. A scarab is basically just a dung beetle.
Dung beetle.
Mm.
Right. Yeah. Dung
Yes,
beetle.
Steve called it a beetle.
Beetle, yes.
I didn't say beetle.
Dung beetle.
No, but no, a scarab really is a dung beetle.
And how come Marc couldn't get shot in the Alps? How come?
We didn't see. We
Yeah,
didn't
we
see the
didn't
Marc
see
side
that
of
at
it.
all.
Yeah,
We
we
haven't
only
seen
saw it from
any
the
parts of Marc.
perspective of Stephen.
Yeah.
Oh, because when people try to shoot him, he kind of just disappears, right?
Yeah. So the thing is, the whole point of this episode is we don't see much of the Marc side. So it's trying to.
Yeah, it's more like Stephen's perspective.
Yeah,
like, he's
the mystery.
surprised and
Yeah.
so confused.
So we're missing the same parts that Steve is missing.
Yeah, exactly.
It really puts us in his shoes.
Yeah, so it's from the perspective of Stephen. So we're seeing what Stephen is experiencing.
I wonder if they'll change perspectives in the second.
Yes, I think maybe that's what they might do. Like,
Yeah, from now maybe, because now Stephen knows Marc.
You can understand why Stephen's confused all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And why he's like afraid to go to sleep.
No, he's a vegan.
Is he vegan?
Yeah. All vegans are really confused all the time because
but he ate a steak. He ate a steak.
I ate a steak.
Because he must like, I don't know if it was Marc who made the date then, not Steve, because he doesn't remember asking the woman out.
Could be.
It was Stephen, because at the beginning it looked like it was a girl who was asking him out.
Yeah.
At the gift shop thing,
And yet I'm pretty sure it was Stephen there because when ordering the steak, he knew nothing about what cut meat to order or how well done to have it done.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's interesting episode, and this is what we were just saying. Why is he even barely in episode 1, just to keep that mystery going? And saying, what's going on? What's going on? but finally at the end we do see
we see him
him appear at the very end.
But it was a really done episode, I must say.
Yeah.
Is that one part of Stephen though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, but the thing is, everyone I think would be asking, what's happened to Gus?
Yeah, what I mean, that's the other mystery, because the episode is called the Goldfish.
Oh, the
Goldfish
problem. And so the goldfish is actually, I think it's like the key to the mystery, but although we don't really know much about
what's happened to Gus? It's not Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Yeah.
Goldfish.
Yeah, this fish. See, one fin and then
there's 2, right?
Suddenly he's got a second fin all of a sudden. But it's not the same fish.
It's a different fish, right?
Yeah.
Different fish.
Not Gus.
Yeah, I think that's why it says, like, if you're Gus, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Like in Finding Nemo, Stephen will try to return home after wandering away. So maybe there's a significance to the fish Like I don't know.
Well, Gus only had one fin, so
A goldfish could be a connection to Namor, the submariner.
really,
Because it's a fish.
That's a bit
It's
of
a sea thing.
but effectively, we know the fish was replaced because Mark obviously bought it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. Yeah, that would be some kind of an Easter egg.
Yeah. So Oscar Isaac, right? He's interesting. I didn't know I didn't know that this would be such a British.
Yeah,
British.
Well, we know it from the trailer that he's gonna have like a British accent here.
And a lot of people say his accent is not. It's a bit. It's bad. I don't know. I thought it was okay.
Well, effectively, that's not his actual accent in the show.
He's not real British, is he?
Because if you heard like Mark talking to Stephen, they both use different accents.
Yeah, Mark doesn't sound like Steve at all. Like
he doesn't sound anything like
Stephen's American accent. Maybe.
Well, Stephen is British.
Oh, they're British. Oh, yeah, Stephen, but Mark is.
Stephen's character. Well, the Stephen character is British, but Mark Spector has more.
More of the American.
Well, Mark Spector is American by birth, so.
Oh, okay. So British and American accents together. Yeah. That's a good pickup.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is Oscar Isaac a British or American?
Oscar Isaac is.
Is he actually?
He's American.
He's American. Wow.
Is he?
Oh wow, he's actually American. Okay.
And Marcus Lim is Australian.
No, he's Brunei.
Yeah, he's American Oscar Isaac.
Oh, wow.
American Guatemalan.
And he's trying to speak British. That's pretty cool. Yeah. It's not easy, you know.
Well, he still uses an American accent as Mark.
Yeah, sure. Wow, okay. That's an interesting concept.
So apparently he based it off a number of British comedians.
Oh yeah.
Well, he did kind of
Peter Sellers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he was reminding me of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, maybe Doctor Strange accent.
I think it makes sense for him to use that accent too, because
Russell Kane, or also Russell Brand as well.
It has that.
It makes a bit of comical. Yes.
Has a comedic feel to it.
For comedic purposes, I think.
I don't think Russell Brand at all.
Comedic feel.
Stephen's part was definitely hilarious though.
Because he was a really funny character. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Like the elevator scene was just hilarious. And then screaming as he's on the bus.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. So I think it was more for comedic purposes rather than.
Yeah, it was. And he even said it is intentionally bad.
Yeah.
But if you think it's bad, it's actually on purpose.
Yeah. Make it funny, yeah.
Yeah, but then you'd be asking who is the actual real person, because if it's two people, who is the original? Was it Mark or is it Stephen?
Yeah, it's always the question. It's the same as in Batman, is Bruce the real guy or is Batman?
Yeah, but this one is actual split personalities.
Yeah, so it's like in Malignant. Which one?
Who's the real one?
Yep. But then again,
it would have been.
Yeah. Why does he already have like an ankle lock when he's sleeping?
Yeah, I was wondering that, but we enter the movie and see the
ankle locks when he sleeps.
Yeah.
Even before he lost his memories and stuff.
But when I saw that he had the ankle restraints, I was thinking to myself, well, what's the point in having the ankle restraints if even in his sleep, he could just sit up and just undo them with his hands.
Maybe that's to prevent him from sleepwalking, right? Like, because he has a tendency to.
Yeah, but that's the first thing that would have to go if he ever gets a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which they did mention as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of a
No,
bad
I
thing to
don't know. I've heard that some girls go for that kind of thing.
They played that song at the beginning. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a few songs. Yeah.
A man with that.
I think the what was it? Engelbert.
Oh yeah. Engelbert.
Engelbert, yeah. I like that song.
You recognize it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just every single time that Marc takes control, and we don't see it, but we do see it from Steven's perspective. So
yeah,
the first
just the aftermath of what
the
happened.
scarab. When he travels to steal the scarab, we see it from.
It skips the part, yeah.
And then Marc fights the followers, and we don't see the actual fight, but we do see.
We see the aftermath.
The aftermath, and also while driving, he keeps kind of jumping. And
they could.
Did he throw the gun? He actually threw the gun.
And he takes control of the car, and he avoids death and returns all the way home.
Yeah.
He also shot the gun.
Yeah, he shot the gun too. Yeah,
that's right. Because he had that in his hand.
And he had a secret meeting with Khonshu.
Oh, Marc, great.
And then obviously at the end he becomes, and we see
that he transforms finally.
Yeah, into the moon.
So Khonshu is that the apartment building hallway, right? That creature, yeah.
Yeah, but it's effectively that's effectively Moon Knight. Yeah,
Moon Knight.
His actual figure is Moon Knight, is it Khonshu? Or does he look a bit different?
Well, I think in Moon Knight is Khonshu in human form, right? Or something like that.
Moon Knight is Khonshu taking over Marc.
Yeah, the body.
To become Moon Knight.
Yeah.
But otherwise, Khonshu is more of that beast form that we see in the hallway.
Yeah.
In the hallway, there's a little bit.
Yeah, that's why he had a meeting with Khonshu.
Yeah, that's more of that beast form, the one with like the mask, which was like more pointed.
Oh, it's like a I see. Because it was only for a short period of time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so we see Khonshu for a short period of time.
2 seconds.
And we also see Moon Knight. So
yes.
This is kind of a bit separate.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this first episode. Like
fun episode.
yeah.
But I must say that the CG was not great.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
What happened?
Dodgy, yeah.
What do you reckon?
Well, you could tell that the truck with the logs was not real. Completely.
That the log thing was a bit.
That was like so full like old CG.
Old CG, right?
Yeah.
So probably they didn't have the budget to do like a whole like movie effects one, so they just went for more simple.
I think otherwise I guess it would have been more expensive to try to make it look more real, like
or using a real truck, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, in terms of where this is in the timeline, it's actually set right after Hawkeye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So timeline order is after Hawkeye. So it's sort of like in order, right? So because the last thing we saw was Hawkeye.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see how it goes, because this is either going to stand on its own, but still part of the timeline.
Well, so far it has no connection with much of anything yet.
Have you referenced any other Marvel characters?
Obviously there's Easter eggs, but which we'll get to. But yeah, there's not
links to anything.
Not directly seen.
No Spider-Man, no Doctor Strange, no.
Yeah,
they mentioned Avatar, the movie, or the anime.
Avatar, yeah.
That was more for comedic purposes. Though.
Yeah. but he said not that Avatar.
Yeah.
The anime.
Yeah.
What is an anime?
The Airbender, yeah.
Yeah, the anime is so different to like the Avatar movies by James Cameron.
But here, okay, here's
Just,
some Easter eggs.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
Arthur's glass-filled shoes, not to Marvel Comics. So the shoes.
shoes. At the
Yeah,
beginning.
at the beginning, that was kind of
shoes were that?
interesting.
Was it Arthur's shoes or no?
No, that was
Stephen.
that was Arthur.
No, that was
Yes, Ethan
That was
Hawke.
Arthur.
Ethan
Ethan
Hawke
Hawke's
Arthur.
character. Yeah.
Oh, that was his shoes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So apparently this sequence is a reference to Harold's counterpart from the Marvel Comics.
Oh, really? Wow. Dr. Harold.
They would not have named that.
Wow.
Okay, pen obsessed scientist. All right.
Mm.
Interesting.
This
Major reference in Namor,
Where?
Atlantis. See.
That's
Okay,
that.
so that's
Atlantis.
a bit of a subtle nod to that. Yeah.
So maybe the goldfish has something to do with Namor.
Oh, Naples.
Fictional location was already
Maybe.
teased in Iron Man 2 and Endgame.
Mhm.
And it was strongly rumored to be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
One new movie,
So yeah, so this could be a tease.
Mm.
Donna adapts a Moon Knight comic character.
Oh, those statue things.
Oh yeah.
Those toys.
Oh, okay. Donna from Mark's. Actually, in the comics, it was Mark. She's actually Mark's employee, but now she's Steven's
Oh,
boss.
she's the boss. She's
The
the
boss.
Yeah.
female kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Well, they did have to make some changes. They can't make it exactly like
Yeah. I think it's.
they do their own thing.
Yeah.
She's a piece of work, isn't she?
It's
But
really
also
fun.
everyone gets his name wrong.
Steven.
Scotty.
Yeah, it's Steven, not Scotty, not
Not
someone
Stevie,
else.
yeah.
No, not Steve. Yeah.
Okay, so this the
But
nine
from
gods,
the name thing, I think Mark was the original.
Hmm.
Because everyone is getting Steven's name wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
But then again, Steven talked to the mother. Interesting.
I mean, he's always on the phone, like he's calling her
Yeah,
all the
Yeah,
time.
the mom.
I was wondering if he was talking to a royal person or just talking to himself.
Yeah.
Or like leaving a message to like a voicemail, maybe. I don't know.
Who
Maybe.
he thinks is his mother, maybe. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like he thinks it's his mom's voicemail or something.
Layla, is it? The mother? Line, no.
So we don't really know. Maybe Mark is the original.
Hmm.
The original identity and not
Hmm.
Stephen.
Steven.
Sounds like a ton of personalities. There's
Mm.
a few of them.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mark and Stephen and Contra.
Katsu, yeah.
Control, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know if he's a good or bad guy yet, eh? Like Contra.
Katsu,
Hero or villain? We don't know yet.
kind of like anti-hero, I guess.
Yeah, anti-hero, yeah.
Oh, he's anti-hero. Oh.
Well,
It-
Mark is a mercenary and he practically kills people. You can see by the blood in the hand of like
Yeah.
Steven. He's like confused.
Oh, he's a mercenary.
Maybe more along like the lines of Morbius, who's also sort of like
Like
killing.
Venom.
Yeah. Venom, Morbius.
Okay.
Black Spider-Man. No.
I haven't seen Morbius yet, but I
Yeah.
think you saw that,
You
Marcus.
to watch that. Morbius, yeah. Still gotta watch that one.
It's an okay film.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd give that maybe a 4.
Yeah. I'll give it a 5.
That's very low,
One and a half
guys.
average.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
movie was too predictable. Like predictable.
Too
versus
predictable, too
predictable.
bland.
It's predictable.
Yeah.
But I guess it's really hard to make something like fully original. But still, this one was predictable on top of predictable.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You knew from the
Sounds
start
predictable.
who's gonna be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already know from the
It-
start, like right at the beginning with the kids, who
Obvious.
the bad guy would be.
Yeah.
The living this living statue is a Marvel character.
Oh, really?
Who is it?
Yeah, well, it's a reference in the comics to Bertrand Crowley, a homeless man who serves as Marc's informant.
Oh,
But probably not the same character, just a reference.
Probably, maybe not. Well, we know that it's a street performer because he just painted himself gold.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Moon Knight's Layla is Marvel Comics Marlene Auron, whoever that is.
Yeah.
Again, another reference, yeah.
Wow.
Archaeologist and romantic partner to Marc.
Oh,
So we haven't.
romantic.
Interesting.
Maybe we will see her because we heard the voice now.
Yeah, she's yet to feature on screen. However, Layla,
Mm.
I think she has been cast.
I feel
So,
like
right?
she was in one of the trailers. Is she the woman that
This
you know
one.
when he was in a fight scene?
May Kala Maui as Layla Lee.
Yeah, I don't know if that. Yeah, so
Mm.
that's the girl that I saw in the trailer, in one of the trailers. So I thought
Oh.
that might be Layla.
Yeah, she is
Become,
going to be the main
episode.
love interest,
Mm.
and
Oh.
she is a reimagined version of Marlene. Yeah,
Wow.
so
Oh, so there we go. Yeah,
There you go.
that answers that question.
so Layla.
So we'll
that's the
see
one
her
that
In the top
eventually.
episodes,
Yeah,
Once they
Yes.
open up a story about Mark and that,
maybe in the next episode.
hopefully.
So Mark has a girlfriend, but not Stephen. Is that right?
Good question.
Well, the date for Steven was completely destroyed. So yeah,
Oh, there's a Duchamp there. Yeah. I think
Yeah. So there's all the
It's
Laylas,
interesting.
but
It's
there's
like-
one
and then
Duchamp.
suddenly Duchamp.
So what's up with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wondering
yeah. Who's
who's
Duchamp?
Duchamp?
I thought it was
Duchamp
Paul.
is a reference to John Paul Duchamp, one of Moon Knight's allies from the comics.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss call
So
for
he's a legionnaire from the French Foreign Legion.
So not sure if he'll show up or not. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh wow.
maybe we'll see Duchamp later on.
So we might meet
probably.
later. In
I
later.
guess going through the list, you definitely. I think everyone would have seen the Duchamp name.
Yeah, it just
Just
stands
say
out.
For sure.
What?
It stands
Okay.
out because it's not the same as everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really.
Because
stands
everyone
out.
else is Layla except for him.
Yeah.
Oh, the mirror, huh?
Oh yeah. That's the one that creeped him out.
Yeah, but effectively, it already talked back at that point as Mark.
Mm.
Yeah, nice special effect there. The mirror thing.
This is a good point. He says it's a neat visual representation, but how can a museum gift shop employee afford such a massive apartment?
Oh, it's a big house.
It
That's a
gifts
good pickup.
shoppers.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
well. Mark is probably paying the rent.
Yeah, true. But Mark may
Maybe.
be the rich one. Huh?
Ah, right,
Mark's
so-
the rich one.
Mark's a mercenary. Mercenaries get
Oh.
paid a lot.
Oh yeah. You're right.
You know, like
Yeah.
the contractors.
Yes.
You know. Yeah.
And Steven is just a gift shoppist.
Gift
Yeah.
shop is
Oh, I
employee.
see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thanos.
Oh,
Thanos. He said, had Ennead been freed, she would have prevented Hitler, the destruction he wrought, Nero, the Armenian genocide, Pol Pot. Yeah, he never mentioned
He didn't mention
Thanos
Thanos at
though.
all,
He
yeah.
mentioned all these
Yeah.
other bad people, but
the gods.
he completely shades Thanos.
Yep. But considering if they mention Ahmed, we actually might see Ahmed as well eventually.
Oh,
She would have
Because-
prevented Hitler. Yeah.
wow.
Because
Ahmed,
as we
yeah.
said, as they have said, they are avatars of themselves.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
So maybe Ahmed's avatar was not available or just completely gone.
Hmm.
And obviously we see Kansu's avatar.
Uh-huh. And speaking of Avatar, Stephen Grant brings Avatar into the MCU.
People love that film.
James Cameron.
Blue people love that film. That's right.
Do you mean the anime?
Well, see, back then Disney didn't own Avatar. but now it does,
Mm.
right? Because it's a quiet fox. Yeah, you mean
Whatever
the
happened
anime?
to Avatar 2?
Avatar 2
Was
will come
supposed to
out
be an Avatar 2.
this year later, I think.
Okay.
I wonder when it will be released here in Australia.
Been delayed a long time, yeah. And that's it. Not too yeah, like not too many.
I mean, it's only the first episode, so.
And yeah, it's sort of standalone, well, for the most part, for now.
For now, it's standalone. Yeah.
But apparently there was I saw something. There was like a cameo, secret Marvel character cameo.
Mm.
Who I think we talked about this already. Yeah. This statue.
He talked to that statue for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is that secret?
Mm.
But yeah, Bertrand Crowley. Yeah.
Mm.
We've got a Crowley. It's a tweet. Yeah,
Want someone to listen to, I guess, and not talk back.
Yeah, so you might see him appear.
Yep. All right. Overall, really good episode.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Yeah, here's some reactions. What a start! Had the best first episode out of every Marvel show. Someone said.
Oh, really?
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Ooh, spoilers. So far, so good.
And the spoilers with the Nemo was hilarious.
Oh, Daredevil. Really?
Run, Steven, run.
With the Nemo. Finding Nemo.
Funny name.
Goldfish.
Oscar Isaac. Oh yeah, he was in.
I still remember him from X-Men. Yes.
Yeah, he was Apocalypse, but that was a really poor performance of Oscar Isaac.
So he's been in the field, right? He was in X-Men Apocalypse. He was in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And now he's Moon Knight.
He's definitely been in a lot of.
Well, that's why he says he's the king of Marvel.
Wow.
Well, you could say something similar to Haley Steinfeld now as well.
Yeah, Haley.
Who is like Gwen Stacy and Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, or two. Yeah.
She's been too. So.
But this one is triple. See, triple threat.
Oh, yeah, triple threat.
Yeah.
So, who was it again?
Another triple threat.
Well, actually, you're
Agatha.
right. Chris Evans is triple. Michael B. Jordan is triple.
Gemma
Actually,
Chan.
no.
Gemma Chan.
Yeah. This is not triple. I think
Gemma
Chris
Chan.
Evans.
Gemma Chan is two.
Gemma Chan is two.
Gemma Chan.
Chris Evans, are they talking about him being the Human Torch before he was Captain?
Yeah.
he was.
Human
Michael B.
Torch in
Chris
Fantastic
Evans.
Four.
And Michael B.
The
Jordan
flop.
was also Human Torch.
That's right.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
both Human Torches.
In the reboot. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, which is horrible.
And Gemma Chan was the Kree enemy.
She was in Captain
in
Marvel.
Captain
And
Marvel.
also in
And
Eternals.
in Eternals.
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 Yeah.
Well, they could get away with that because they
He
play.
died in.
They look completely different as well.
Yeah.
Especially when she's blue.
Yeah.
She died in Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a totally different character. Yeah.
And Agatha Harkness, her character,
And then we had.
was also in two. She played Doc Ock in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, so we've got Catherine Han as well, who's another one.
Catherine
They did-
Hahn,
Oh yeah, she was in
We didn't
Spider-Verse.
mention her
The
here, but-
Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
as the female version of Doc Ock.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
Yeah.
a great, awesome movie.
Yeah, that's still
The
probably
Spider-Verse.
one of the best movies of all
The
time.
Spider-Man.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
anything else to say, or do you want to give your score?
yeah, we could probably get to the scores.
Yeah, let's give our score.
I'll give it a 9.
Wow,
Whoa, a 9.
Hi.
that's pretty high. Hey?
It's very high.
You really liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it too.
Like compared to the other Disney things like what are some of the other Disney things?
You mean
that
the
we've
Marvel
been watching?
ones that we've seen, like Loki,
Yeah,
Falcon,
yeah.
Winter Soldier,
WandaVision.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah.
and each of those has been kind of like just on par. But this one, because it's like on Earth and like real time, and it was like jumping here and there, and you could relate to it pretty well. Yeah, I was pretty impressed with it, and
Oh, really?
I didn't mind the poor the poor CGI with forestry truck.
Yeah, I get your point too. Yeah, and it doesn't rely too much on knowing a lot of other Marvel stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, this is what the producer says.
Quite
Moon Knight
standalone.
doesn't require previous MCU knowledge.
Yeah, this could practically be on its own.
Oh,
You don't need to know
It's
stuff
very-
from like the movies to understand Moon Knight
Yeah,
because
so far,
it's like its
so
own
far, yeah.
contained thing so far.
quite
True.
intriguing as well. So it's very different in that sense that it's really got that mystery, whereas I feel like with the other Marvel series, you don't get that sense of mystery. You're not trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I think that's
I
why
think
Bill likes this because it
that's why I
says
like that.
like it's definitely in the MCU, but whether you've seen all the other ones or not, you like this one. You don't need to have deep knowledge of of MCU.
Yeah.
Which is what I've been saying for a long time. Like, all these are connected. And I would love to see, sometimes just standalone shows.
Well,
So
still
9.
connected, but kind of fresh.
Yeah, kind of fresh. So 9 from Bill.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of what was movies about the museum?
Night in the Museum.
A Night at the Museum.
Yeah,
With Ben Stiller.
Museum, yeah.
it's a British
Yeah.
version.
But
Yeah,
where
a little
everything
bit.
came,
Little bit.
everything came alive, yeah.
Yeah.
Things came alive.
Fun movie too. Yeah.
So who's next? Bernie, maybe?
Okay. Yeah, I thought this series they're trying to steer away from the classic MCU formula,
Yes.
MCU style, and they're trying to create a new style of MCU here with new elements, and they're trying to blend the Egyptian mythology into MCU now. So, which is refreshing to see. I mean, even though it's been done a few times, but this is MCU, so it's a blend of Egyptian mythology into this with a lot of mystery so far, and and very quirky characters, and as usual they blend in their sense of humor with their one-liners, and it's good to see. And I'd say it's still a mystery so far. It's only the first episode, so it's not a bad pilot. I'd say I'd give it a 6.5 for this one. So so not for me, not the strongest pilot, but it's still very enjoyable. So
6.5. Okay.
Interesting.
Jeff,
pretty good.
Me? I'll give it. I'll give it an 8. Because it was very intriguing. I had to learn everything about it, different characters, and it was good to see the two, Ethan Hawke and
Ethan Hawke. Yeah, good to see him.
He's a good actor. Yeah,
he's great. Yeah,
he's still pretty good now. Yeah, so it's good to see him, and it was just kind of understanding the character. Yeah, that different personalities. Just makes it interesting. Good acting as well in a good environment, British Museum. Yeah, even though CGI wasn't perfect, but it got you watching to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kept
That's
you
captivating.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So 8, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll give it
8.
Nice.
I think I will give it an 8 too.
An 8.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a good start, and I do like the fact that it is, for the most part, standalone, right? Like, you don't need to have seen all the other stuff to be able to enjoy this. Although there'll likely be Easter eggs along the way, but for now, it's very accessible. And the whole mystery feel of it, I like that. Because it I think we already said it keeps you guessing and thinking what's happening. So I think it plays with the whole double personality aspect of that really well. And Oscar Isaac, right? Really
Good actor.
Good actor.
He's an actor.
Great performance. And it's great to also have Ethan Hawke as the bad guy.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm not sure if he's the bad guy or not for now.
Well, he's a cult leader, so yes.
Yeah. So but anyway, two great actors in a Marvel TV show.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Wow.
And Steph?
I think, for me, I really liked it. I'll give it 7.5 just because the CGI was a bit, like you were saying, slightly dodgy. But other than that, but the story itself was really intriguing and, very different from, the usual kind of storyline from Marvel. So I think, I like the Egyptian aspects as well, because I guess this is one of those lesser known comics. In the Marvel universe, so I like the fact that they're bringing that, to
Egyptian gods of vengeance.
The Egyptian gods, which makes it more interesting, but without making it look like the mummy sort of thing. So this doing
twist to it,
because when people think Egyptian myths, they just think the mummy, and and at least this one, was a different take on it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I like that. It's definitely something fresh and new.
7.5.
And Oscar is a really good actor, so he really has to carry this because he has to carry both different personalities.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think so far is doing a good job in this pilot.
Jono.
Yep. I tend to be quite critical, as you know. But I still really enjoyed it. But I give Oscar Isaac credit. He's a really brilliant actor for what he's trying to do. Playing 2 parts.
Or 3 maybe.
That's
actors.
Mark Spector and
Stephen
Grant.
And Khonshu.
Stevie Grant.
The voice of Khonshu is completely different, though.
Oh, is it?
I won't count that.
Oh, he's someone else. Okay.
Probably.
I thought it was him.
But under the mask, we don't know if it's actually him. We know that it's going to be his body. But is he actually playing the part as Midnight? Under the suit?
That's an interesting one.
I'm actually wondering that. Is he actually playing the actual
Behind the
Midnight?
mask.
Or is he giving it to a different actor too?
Someone else maybe. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out in the behind the scenes or something. But it would be kind of cool if he's actually wearing the suit and everything.
Exactly.
Apparently his voice is played, Khonshu's voice, it's played by another actor.
That's why I didn't really count that, because the voice is quite different.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But it's a really solid episode. And I wouldn't really say the CGI is bad. It was inconsistent. It went from a poorly shot CGI shot of the truck and the wood.
Mm.
And then when it comes to like the body of like the Moon Knights and in the hallway, that was actually really good CGI.
That definitely looked better.
That was kind of inconsistent, and even right at the end, that was actually quite good. So I'm just wondering, like, what the heck? It's not consistent.
Not consistent, yeah.
So overall, going from this perspective of Steven as well, I really enjoyed. So we're following exactly like in sequential order what is happening to him and his thoughts. Like we're thinking the same things of what's happening. And you know how we go through a lot of episodes and stuff about Easter eggs. You know my position on Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
I like this one more because there were less Easter eggs, because the Easter eggs isn't what makes the episode.
That's true.
The Easter eggs,
That's
I
more
guess,
fan
is more
service.
like fan service or just sleight of hand, so people don't notice it too much. So that's like a pass away. But if you want to make a good episode, you don't need to put in many Easter eggs, or just
So true.
or just not put anything in there. That makes it a better episode than trying to create fan service for people who will just pick out every single thing.
Yeah. It can distract from the main story.
Exactly.
So
That's why I did not like episode 9 of Star Wars. I did not like a lot of other shows which had too many Easter eggs. But overall, this episode is a 7 for me.
7. Wow.
That's high.
That's all right.
That's very high for China.
Big score
having
for Jedi.
a strong story in the center of it.
And plus it's completely fresh.
And very fresh,
And it's kind of a risk from Marvel to do this character because hardly anyone knows him. Like even before going into this one, I only read like an article of who Moon Knight was.
I mean, that's actually a good
Never heard of
thing.
him. No, never
It's
heard
actually
of
a good thing in a way because it lets them take risks. So for instance, for Guardians of the Galaxy, they
took a
not
risk with that as
well
well.
known. So James Gunn took a risk, and look where they are now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's good for the current MCU fans too to see a new character, a fresh new character, fresh new story.
But we'll see how it goes because aside from my score, Oscar Isaac's part as Moon Knight apparently ends at the episode 6.
Oh.
We don't really know if it's going to be extended or not.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if he's going to be in a movie, hopefully, we don't really know.
Yeah, okay.
But it seems like this was sort of like a project for a certain point. And maybe if it does well, then he'll be...
Yeah, for now it's a one-off, yeah.
Then maybe he'll be back as Moon Knight in the movie. But at the
Hmm.
moment, this whole series is a one-off.
Okay.
See.
In terms of so IGN is the spot on with John, so good. The first episode leaves a lot to be answered for.
Yeah, there are a lot of questions to be asked. Like, what happened to Gus? What
Oscar
happened to Gus?
Isaac's awesomely zany take is enough for now.
I really want to know what happened to Gus.
That's a mystery, huh?
Got 2 tails.
Of the gift shop.
Good
Interestingly, the Rotten Tomato score is currently the lowest out of all the MCU shows so far.
That's called low.
85 is actually low. So no, 83 is low compared to Loki and the other ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Still early days.
But audience is high. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure audiences liked it though. Because
audience is higher than
a lot of people tune in, like in terms of ratings and stuff.
And with Marvel like putting all the mythologies, like mashing them all together. That's difficult. Like what's gonna happen now if Thor meets Moon Knight, who is an Egyptian god?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a god as well.
Like the Egyptian gods with the Nordic gods.
Nordic gods, yeah.
That would be interesting.
Actually, here's eight interesting things, interesting facts.
Yeah.
The weird English accent was deliberate. We saw that. And the director wanted to portray Egyptian culture more accurately than most Hollywood productions. Remember this Wonder Woman Egyptian one, which got critical, like a lot of
people panned that.
Pan it, yeah.
It was,
Ethan
Not-
Hawke signed on without even reading the scripts.
Oh,
Oh, it's interesting for him.
That's interesting.
so
Did
great
he know
seeing
that
back
he was?
though.
He
Did
just
he know that he was going to play a bad
He
guy?
just accepted it. Oh,
yeah.
So great, but so great to see him back.
He
Yeah.
was
Back on the
taking a bit of a
screen.
risk there in that sense. Yeah.
David Koresh. Who's David Koresh? Served as inspiration for Hawke's villainous
Oh,
Arcade
David
Hero.
Koresh,
Oh,
really
It's his
bad
character.
guy.
The cult leader.
David
Oh, American
Koresh,
cult
Yeah.
leader, David
wa-
Koresh.
was
Yeah,
a
Waco,
really bad
Texas. If
cult
you
leader.
look that
Yeah,
up, Waco.
Oh, I see.
It was like a
Texas.
mass
Never correct.
murderer. Yeah.
Oh, mass murderer.
So he
Oh,
he was inspired by
that-
David Koresh.
yeah. Led.
it was a siege. A lot of
Let-
people died.
There was a Waco,
Yeah.
Waco siege.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based on real life. Oh,
That's what that town became known for after that.
Mm.
Oh,
Unfortunately for them, you know,
Oh,
it
no.
got such a terrible reputation.
Yeah, for
Waco,
the
because of
cult.
what happened there because of that massacre, basically, and
oh
yeah.
no.
And you might be disappointed to know that nothing for Moon Knight was actually shot in Egypt.
Is it British?
Well, I suppose
What a surprise.
it's not that.
Well, it was shot in location in a few places: England, Budapest, Jordan,
Yeah,
but
definitely London.
not exactly Egypt. Yeah,
Not the pyramids. Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's because also
Because there was an unstable political situation in Egypt, and so they probably couldn't shoot in Egypt.
Yeah.
Egypt was a bit risky, I think.
Yeah, the high risk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Gaspard Ulliel tragically died.
What's really sad is that he passed before even the show premiered. I think the day that the
It
trailer
was only
dropped
January. It was like, yeah,
was
2
when
months ago.
he
Yeah,
died.
they mentioned that when that happened. Like,
What did he play?
Like it was just such a shock. Like he died like the day before, or
He
or
plays
something like that.
What is that?
Anton Morga or Midnight Man. I think we'll see him maybe in
Yeah,
future
the
Later
episodes.
episodes.
Oh, it wasn't in this
Yeah.
episode.
No.
Yeah, I heard
No,
about
he
that.
wasn't there.
He died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ski
In
accident.
accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrible. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's very tragic.
but he did all the parts beforehand as well.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
he
obviously
did
everything
all his
done
scenes, yeah.
before that. Yeah.
And then
Well-
movie influences for the show. Yeah, there's quite a few.
You
Raiders of the
never
Lost
know
Ark.
when it's going to be your last.
Ghostbusters.
episode.
Lost Ark.
Right, there's a loss. Of course, I have to mention that.
Raiders of the Lost.
Indiana Jones.
That's the first one. Isn't it? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's different though.
It's different though. Yeah.
Mm.
There have been other plans in the past for a live action Moon Knight show, which never happened until now.
Oh wow.
There was yeah. So there have been attempts. So it's
Mm.
good to finally see
Yeah.
see it on the screen. Yeah.
Live screen.
Well, since like CG and virtual effects are a lot better now, it's
Yeah.
a lot easier
Easier.
to do a movie like this.
James Gunn was
Oh, he was in the
wanting to do it
James Gunn.
back in
The
2017.
Guardians director. Yeah.
Oh,
So like we're talking about how this is a less well-known character. Maybe James Gunn is attracted to the lesser-known characters,
Mm.
right? Even in DC when he did Suicide Squad,
Yeah, that's right.
those lesser
Suicide Squad.
ones
Even
do
Guardians
stuff
too.
with them.
Yeah, like the Guardians of the Galaxy now is like probably one of the most favorited ones.
Yeah, so many great characters there.
Yeah,
And they're
Groot
fun.
and
Yeah.
Rocket.
Yep, the
Uh,
holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah,
is
coming
this
out
year.
this year.
Oh yeah.
The holiday special,
right.
Can't
holiday
wait.
special.
followed by the actual movie. I think it's 2023.
Mm.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
2023.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
very soon, so,
What was it? 2024? I forget.
mm.
So in
Um,
terms of how many episodes there are,
6 episodes.
6. Okay.
6 is it?
6 for this one.
Yep, 6 episodes.
Same as
Hmm.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think. Same as
And we'll be getting the finale on Wednesday, May the 4th, Star Wars Day, May the 4th,
oh, May the
Ah,
4th.
Interesting.
What's my default? Oh,
which is gonna be
Oh,
2
okay.
days before Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of
Oh,
Madness,
oh.
just
Oh,
in time.
yeah. 2 days before. Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a big week.
yeah.
But actually,
Yeah, Multiverse
the
of
problem
Madness.
is though that because we are seeing this on a Saturday,
Oh yeah.
we probably see this after.
We'll see Doctor Strange first. Yeah. or some of us. Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, you know, this comes on a Wednesdays, so
yeah,
like not
unless you're watching it in the cinema, or you'd be watching it later.
Unless we want to watch it Thursday night, the finale.
Actually, what do you guys think of the many little odd time jumps during the episode? It's a lot of odd time jumps.
Yeah, we talk about that. So it was
it
was nice to see things from Steve's perspective.
Yeah, especially if we're following his confusion. That was done well.
Confusion,
It doesn't show you the killing in between.
No.
Yeah, just the aftermath
of the. Or maybe they'll show in future episodes.
Maybe
we'll see Marc in action.
Yeah, maybe.
Like Marc's perspective, maybe might be
because now we know that Steven and Marc are the same person sharing the same body.
Yeah.
Well, what's it rated?
You mean the R rating?
Right.
The rating of the show.
The show, okay.
Probably MA or.
I think it
could
MA, right?
It could be MA.
What is the age rating? Like, let me look it up.
Because there was like no real violence in it.
It's not super violent. Like it's
Well, it filtered the violence.
It's 16 plus.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's MA 15.
Yeah.
That's MA then.
MA.
Mature audience.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard.
That's probably why we didn't see any of the
killing.
I've said gory killing and he had shooting and fighting to the death scenes. Yeah,
it's not like Suicide Squad, which is quite
very violent,
gory scenes.
Yeah, but the way they did it for this one actually made total sense, and they made it hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, this happened. Moving on.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to keep the mystery as well. It's part of the mystery thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then he wakes up and he's backwards driving the van.
Yeah. For me, I prefer to see it, but I understand they're trying to keep the mystery.
Yeah,
it makes it mysterious. We don't see the action in between, and they make it hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Anything else to add?
Yeah, I think it's also good to see Ethan Hawke like play a more villainous part, because normally he plays more the good guy, the romantic good guy or something.
Before sunset, before day.
Like if you've only seen him in like romantic dramas,
exactly
and like that, this is a change for him.
Like before sunset, before sunrise. Yeah, now it's a good change. It's good to see his take on the villain.
Yeah, that's good.
And Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, he's good too.
He's pretty good too. He's also a villain in this movie, is it?
Well, Moon Knight is an anti-hero.
Anti-hero.
Yeah, anti-hero.
Yes, you could see. Yeah, Marc is kind of an anti-hero.
Interesting. So there's two bad guys. Anyway.
Well, he's an anti-hero, so he's the good guy.
He's kind of a good guy, but doesn't follow any of the rules of like a hero.
Oh, fair enough.
So you could say that he's more of the mercenary.
It's the lesser of the two evils.
in between.
Well, he does good.
Sometimes.
It's just that he's not driven to just keep doing good.
Yeah.
Like he's not, somebody like Captain America, who's like
who's
a
purely
very righteous.
Yeah.
Hero.
I see.
Not a hero like that.
Yeah. In the case, he'd be more like Deadpool.
Yeah. Deadpool or
Punisher,
Venom or Morbius.
Yeah, who are like anti-heroes, but they do good.
Yeah, they do good. Yeah.
I guess you can say they're willing to do some bad things to do good things for the people, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
like the
those
Punisher or something.
movies, there'll be a lot of like blood. There'd be a lot of killing.
Yeah.
It's not like save every single person like what the Batman tries to do, which is probably, I'd say, one of the worst ways to do stuff because the villains always tend to escape it anyway.
That's right. That's one of the
problems.
criticisms about him. Like, why does he? Why some people actually say just kill them?
Yeah,
But
because
then-
they'll escape anyway.
Well,
and
but
cause
obviously,
more
if you kill them, there'll be no more stories, right? So again,
exactly.
Got to keep the timeline going.
we should talk about this because Jeff mentioned
Okay.
songs.
Yeah.
So the
Or the song.
in
All the songs. Yeah,
So-
they're good songs. Yeah.
All right.
Goldfish.
We
Every
get to talk
song.
about the
There's
sound.
Every Grain of Sand by Bob Dylan. The first song that we heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
when they putting on the shoes.
Oh, yeah, the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah.
Every Grain of Sand.
I'm not too familiar with that one.
Yeah. And then Man Without Love.
That's a good one.
That
Yeah,
one I definitely recognized.
yeah, that's a good.
It's a well-known song.
And of course, Go Go. Wait, yeah, before you go,
Wake
go
Me
by Wham.
Pick Me Up
Yeah.
Before You Go.
Hilarious.
Go.
I can't believe they played that.
When he's driving the truck.
Yeah, the action
The
scene.
van.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
there
they're
was-
chasing
It made
they're
this
chasing
very
him.
funny. It's like they tried to make it a bit like scary, but these scenes ended up being
It wasn't
hilarious.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These scenes that people would think would be scary ended up being hilarious. Like
There
the
was-
grandmother in the elevator and the scream that went to the bus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was just hilarious scenes, but they
It
could have
was.
been like they could have made it like scary at that point.
Yeah.
But they chose to make it hilarious.
He lost his contacts in the elevator.
There was a melancholy song as well while we're at the restaurant waiting for his date.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bella Marc.
I haven't heard that one.
But some of them will probably be not as well known, like they're maybe Egyptian songs. I don't know.
Oh,
Could be.
fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a Arab Trap Man in Egypt song.
DJ Kaboo.
Mm.
Interesting.
They wouldn't have named some of these ones.
Mm. Yeah.
Definitely played some golden classics in there. You're right.
All right.
Anything else to add?
Mm.
I think that's all I can think of.
Or did we cover everything?
I'm intrigued by what the second episode will bring,
Yep. I'd be disappointed if they don't answer that goldfish problem though.
Oh, they'll probably drag it on for a while.
For the
Yeah.
whole series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd expect it. to
Yeah,
be,
what did Mark do
dragged
with the
on.
goldfish? Why did he replace the goldfish with the new goldfish? It is not Gus.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah, what
named,
was the
he
purpose
named
of
the
that?
goldfish. He named the goldfish, and there must be some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goldfish. Mm.
If they did cover at some point, I'd be like so annoyed.
Mm.
They should review it eventually.
Yeah, because they named the goldfish Gus. So
Gus, yeah.
Mm.
The Goldfish, yeah.
Yeah.
Gus.
Mm.
Yeah, so you're saying they might be a reference to Namor, right? The submariner.
Submarine.
Oh, Namor. Okay.
Yeah. Finding Nemo. Well, there's a metaphor that Gus represents. It's the Finding Nemo illusion that Moon Knight even references. So like Nemo, the original Gus has one fin.
Hmm.
But then, yeah, looking at the reference further, right?
Yep.
He had no idea how he got there. So I don't know. You'll try. Maybe it's a Finding Nemo reference.
Yeah.
maybe.
Even Stephen will try to return home after wandering
Oh,
away.
yeah. Trying to look for it. Yeah.
Well, they did mention Finding Nemo.
Oh, yeah. Not directly, no.
They did. They mentioned it
They
directly.
did, yeah, they
Finding
did.
Nemo.
They did.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was
Because Nemo was also something to do with memory, right? Actually, no, that was it Nemo? Yeah, it was.
yeah, he lost
Short memory, short
Was it?
memory.
Short memory. Yeah.
I look for his dad or something. Yeah.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it could be a Nemo reference or could be the submariner.
Mm.
Namor.
Yeah, what's the significance of the two fin Gus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed
But
to the
effectively,
one
there is a Finding Nemo disease.
Okay.
that was
really?
Finding
Oh.
Nemo disease.
That's somewhere.
Yeah.
That's like a real condition, is it? Like
there is a condition called the Finding Nemo disease. I mean, there's a proper name for it, but they call it Finding Nemo disease.
Okay, interesting.
It's like their mind resets to a certain point, and then they forget everything from what that happened.
Oh.
Okay.
So they keep going, like they wake up, they don't know what happened.
Okay. Like these short-term memory losses, where people have like a blackout of some sort, I guess.
Yeah.
Like temporary amnesia.
Temporary amnesia.
Temporary amnesia, I guess. Yeah. And I know that Brooklyn Nine-Nine did a skit episode of that condition as well.
Oh, really? Okay. I can't wait to watch that episode.
The Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah. Maybe I already watched it. Is it in the latest season or?
I think that's season 6.
Okay, I haven't got up to it yet. All right.
But you know, like yeah, just the replacing of the goldfish. It could be just in metaphorical, right? It says the replacement could just symbolize that Marc's persona is taking over Steven. Because Marc's the one who replaced the Gus.
Yeah.
Well, when they showed the two goldfish side by side, Marcus, you can
show side by side.
You can tell they're different goldfish. The one on the left has a slight hump on the head,
on the forehead,
and a larger body, and shorter, a broader.
Wait, what? That screen grab is when he figured out that it wasn't Gus.
Yeah, this is actually the two-fin one.
Yeah, that's a two-fin one.
Yeah. So
that screen grab is when he figured out it wasn't Gus.
Yeah.
Had two fins.
Yeah, but those two.
So these are
these
the two different goldfish, or are they the same?
They're different.
Screen grab is the same one because that's the one where he figured out that it wasn't.
No, but what about this one? This one.
That is also not Gus.
That's not Gus.
Neither of those is Gus. Because both of them have.
These are two fins. Two fins.
Yeah.
The one on the left has a double rear tail.
So practically they used two different fish to replace Gus then.
Oh.
Yeah. I think one's called a fantail or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they practically used two different fish to replace Gus.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what happened to the original Gus.
Well, the original Gus, there was no vision of that original Gus with him like staring right at it.
So we can't see.
He usually just like passes it or just like, hey, Gus and stuff. So we didn't really see him like staring at it until he figures out that it wasn't Gus. So they think it must be like a filming mistake where they used two different fish to say that that was not Gus.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. So they use a different fish for the tank and in the
different two fin.
Yeah.
In the picture.
The
fish in the picture that he takes to the pet store.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's a filming mistake then, since they used two different fish.
Yeah.
So there were three different fish in the show, and two of them were meant to be not Gus.
Yeah. I guess you're supposed to use multiples anyway, because filming, animals, it's always tricky.
Yeah, maybe something happened, so I couldn't get the exact one.
So, like, you gotta have multiples.
Or maybe they filmed that scene and that particular fish died, and they had to get a new one for the
because you've got to have a spare.
Yeah, never know. You never know.
Had a tragic accident.
Yeah, but all we know is those two fish are meant to represent that is not Gus.
Yeah. Meant to represent the second Gus, the fake Gus.
Yeah, the two fake Gus's.
How we can find out what happened to the original Gus, though?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we still don't know what happened to him. Yeah.
He grew a fin.
Grew a fin.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well,
and I do like it how they kind of made it so he didn't swear.
I used to have Mexican axolotl, and the goldfish used to nibble on his toes, and the toes and the legs, and well, they just grew back. Yeah, Mexican walking fish, axolotl, had the ability to grow back its legs, its tail, and also its gills, external gills.
Axolotls, yep.
That's right. Yeah.
They become more famous now because of Minecraft.
Oh yeah, the Mexican walking fish. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're almost extinct in the wild. Nearly extinct in the wild. Just luckily, they're being raised for pets.
Okay.
Maybe
that's helped save them in a way.
Yeah.
Help them.
And, it has. It has.
And practically everyone who plays Minecraft now knows what an axolotl is.
Oh yeah.
Buddy. Anyway, have we covered everything?
One more. Egyptian gods.
Is there more of an explanation on that Ennead, like what he mentioned, what Steve mentioned?
Which one?
They need the 9.
They were 9 instead of 7.
Is there a website that explains who
the
they
9 gods? You mean? Yeah.
Oh, the 9 gods. Yeah.
Or more of Ennead.
Oh yeah.
So there's a few mentions.
They X 2 of them.
So Khonshu is the Moon Knight, the
God
god of the moon.
We know that one.
And then there's Amut, which is the devourer of the dead.
Know that one.
Okay.
And then there's Ra, the Sun King.
Okay, so we know Ra because that's.
I think there was just now there was the 9, the Easter,
the other ones, was it
the Easter eggs had I think it had a picture of all the
9 of them, together.
Wasn't there
I think the picture had 7. He mentioned they were supposed to be 9.
He said there's a mistake in the poster,
4,
right?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, in the show.
So this is how it was supposed to look.
It's meant to be 9, yeah.
Meant to be 9, okay. But in the poster was 7.
But the poster already had 7.
Stephen said 7.
Oh,
yeah, the poster only had 7. They X'd 2 of them. He mentioned that they X'd 2 of them because 2 of them were late.
But they didn't care. The museum didn't care. It was a big mistake, but it should be 9.
Yeah, so the museum banner had a mistake because of that on 2 of them.
Well, he did mention that it was meant to be 9.
Egyptian gods. Wow.
But who are the 9? So that's what I want to know. Who are the 9?
Well, we know 3 of them.
Which one do we know?
Khonshu.
Who's Khonshu?
The Moon
Knight. And then Amut, the devourer of the dead, and Ra, the Sun King.
Oh yeah.
Is there less in this one?
Are they in this picture, Moon Knight? The white one?
This one, it doesn't really
say.
just super god of Egyptian gods. Flock of gods. Doesn't name them.
Doesn't name them.
Maybe have a general search. Maybe just do a general search.
Maybe Egyptian.
I found it. It's Atom, Shu, Tefnut, Geb, Nut, Osiris, Isis, Nemesis, and Set. Great. Say something great Ennead.
Ennead? How do you spell Ennead?
ENNEAD.
Yeah.
Can't find. Maybe it's
Just
Google.
go to
Not
Google.
in screen rant. Just
Yeah,
like,
just go to Google the Great Ennead.
Oh, okay.
Just-
Oh,
just-
that-
You can
oh,
just
that's a
type-
famous god. That's a famous one.
you can click on.
Yeah, because they
But you're
mentioned
looking
the
at
this
Great
one?
Ennead.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this. I heard that one in the show. I think
I'm looking at Wiki. Are you?
Ennead.
Yeah, that works
Oh,
Okay,
that's the
there we
classic
go.
one.
because it's the same mythology that they're going off. So
Oh,
yes.
this one.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
3, 4. There's more than 7.
Osiris. I think. That's 9, right? Or that's 10. 9. 10.
That's 10.
There's more. Yeah.
Wow.
So this
Two gods.
that
Yeah, it's 9. It says 9. They did count right.
what? The Great Ennead. Okay, here. Sun God, Shu, Tefnut, Geb, Nut,
Yep.
Osiris, Isis,
Osiris.
Seth.
Isis.
Yeah, but where's Khonshu then?
Yeah, where's the moon one?
And Emmet? Are they
Well,
not part of
yeah,
it?
they renamed it to
Oh,
suit
they
Marvel.
renamed it.
Oh, then new
Yes.
names. Yeah, you mean?
So sort of like what they did with the
With,
whole Norse mythology.
The eternal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like what they did with the Eternals.
Eternals, yes.
They're similar but
Icarus.
sort of different.
Being, yeah.
Renamed them. Yeah.
They renamed, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
interesting. Yeah.
So which one does they
Khonshu.
replace? Khonshu, which is the moon. 2 is the moon.
Should be
Who was the
which one?
equivalent?
You had that article, Marcus, before. Did that explain it? No, that didn't explain.
No.
The screen rant one? No.
Screen one doesn't really. It
Doesn't
just
explain
it
it.
just says
They don't name it
Oh,
in the screen rant article.
it doesn't
Yeah,
make
they
it.
don't.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
You basically have to go to like Wikipedia or something
Yeah.
to find more information.
Mm. So Moon Knight is actually Khonshu is meant to represent an Egyptian god, is it?
yeah. the
Oh,
moon.
it actually is Khonshu.
So a god of Egyptian
wow.
mythology. This one.
Oh,
See,
really?
see the moon.
So maybe they mixed it up with something else.
It looks
Yeah.
it looks similar. though.
Because if you search up like the Egyptian god of moon, it is Khonshu.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
real one is Khonshu.
So maybe
That's weird.
the moon god is Khonshu, but not part of the Ennead.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not part of the Great Ennead.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
I
part of the Great Ennead. So
So it
That-
says Khonshu is nowhere to be found on the list. But although Khonshu may not play a significant role in our modern understanding of Egyptian gods, it doesn't mean he was not important in Egyptian mythology.
Yeah. so he's not part of the Ennead. So
He's
I
the
guess
son of Ra.
that clears some parts of it up then.
Interestingly, he's the son of Ra,
Son of Ra.
son of the
Ra.
sun
Son of
god,
the sun.
son of the sun god.
Oh God.
Also, the moon is like the sun.
Unsurprisingly, Khonshu is also the god of time and the moon.
Okay.
Time.
Wow.
So he's not, he's not part of the Ennead, but he is important.
Yeah.
Egyptian god.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still God, actually, even though
Uh,
there's actually other gods outside of Ennead. Yeah, I just looked
so
it up.
he's not a member of the main Ennead, but he's a member of Marvel Comics version of the grouping of gods.
Oh wow.
So Marvel's version, he is part of the Ennead, maybe part of Marvel's Ennead, right? Not
Marvel.
the
Not the-
real Ennead.
Marvel's version of the image. Yeah.
Sounds
But
like
then as well, it
to
seems like
mix it up.
and it also seems like Ahmed is also not a part of the Ennead,
Mm.
Devourer of the Dead.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't see her name either on that list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they mentioned the Ennead, but what we're dealing with are not anyone part of the
Oh.
Ennead.
yeah,
Mm.
outside that.
Yeah. Mm.
So it's not a rename that I just thought it's completely not. They're just not part of the
They're
Ennead.
outside.
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
outside the
they're
Ennead.
outside of it. But in Marvel's
Yeah.
version, they are probably in like part of it. In the
Oh.
Marvel's Ennead.
Probably not, because we only see the poster of the Ennead in the museum.
Yeah.
They didn't really explain who Amnet was as well as Khonshu was.
Mm.
They didn't say those
And-
two are actually part of Ennead. They didn't say
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, they didn't mention that at all. And we only heard Ahmed's name currently, but we know it's Khonsu because of all the reviews and stuff, but they haven't said the name in the show yet either. So maybe maybe they will clear that up, saying that Khonsu is its own moon god, but yeah, not part of the whole Ennead, which the museum was looking at.
Yeah. So yeah, just kind of standalone god outside that.
Yeah, so they're separate. So Almet and Khonsu are not part of that Ennead that they were talking about. I think they just mentioned it because they are both Egyptian.
Yeah. That's good. We're getting to know some of the maybe the lesser known Egyptian gods as well.
Yeah, interesting.
Learning more about Egyptian mythology.
Yeah.
Egyptian mythology. Yeah. This is
that's what it looks like. Yeah?
in the comics.
Oh, the comics. Oh wow.
Khonshu.
Terrifying god of the moon.
Oh wow.
Khonshu.
Well, in the show we did see the large nose of the Khonshu.
Oh, the nose, yeah.
Yeah.
The nose, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a few seconds of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So Marvel.com.
Oh,
Egyptian gods.
Marvel's
That's the cover photo.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is the one in white meant to be Khonshu?
7, 8, 9. What, this one?
No, one of the white ones, is it? Oh no, that one is it? Which one's meant to be Khonshu?
No, I think the Ennead, as we already said, I think.
Oh,
Why are there 11 in that picture?
There's actually 11. Yeah, I counted.
Maybe they added. Oh, they added two. They added two.
There are 11 in there.
They added Ennead and Khonshu.
Added them.
Added for
maybe.
the MCU.
For the MCU, they were added.
Okay, then. So this is Marvel's version. So
It's fictional version.
So we can't sort of compare it to the.
Yeah, we can't compare it. To the.
Yeah, but still,
compare it.
But still, then it's wrong because in the episode already they mentioned there was 9.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna add 2 to 9 by the end of the series.
But that would be 9 to 11, not 7 to 9.
Yeah. Because apparently the word Ennead means 3 times 3, which is 9. So you can't really mess with that.
Yeah, that can't work then. So I think something is going on here, and they have to kind of explain what's going on.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
What is Ennead? Oh, was this in the episode?
It was.
Yes, we see Stephen reading up on the Ennead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
staying awake, sort of sleep program that he was doing.
Rift between God and man.
And even though he was meant to be a gift shopper, he was trying to be the guide.
He's trying to understand Egyptian gods.
Yeah.
So he was trying to be the tour guide, knowing all the stuff, because he kind of does know the stuff because he's been doing it.
In some ways, he's trying to learn about himself.
Reading on it. So.
Well, I didn't think so, Jeff, because he didn't know he would become Moon Knight. But
oh, he doesn't know. Oh, yeah.
He didn't know yet.
Not yet.
He didn't know yet. So
it was about to, yeah.
It just so happens that he was already studying Egyptian mythology.
Yeah.
Oh, he was already studying it. I see.
It was as Steve, he was studying.
Oh.
Yeah, as Steve, he was already studying it. So in the episode, we did it.
Yeah.
Passion.
So he worked at the museum.
He loves, working there. I guess he likes Egyptian mythology.
Yeah, he has a passion for Egyptian mythology.
Interesting. Which is himself. Well, later on, anyway.
Yep. So effectively, we don't know much about the Egyptian mythology, so we got almost everything wrong until we looked it up.
Yeah, I think we can't compare it to the real mythology. I think Marvel has twisted it around.
But I think the Ennead, I don't think they can change.
Has to be 9.
The Ennead, I don't think they can change.
Yeah. So the Ennead, right? The 9 is a group of 9 major ancient Egyptian deities. And so, these are the 9. But the Marvel Comics Ennead is somewhat differentiated from the historical.
Oh, here we go.
So yeah, the Marvel one includes Moon Knight's Khonshu.
Khonshu.
And
Maybe
also,
they took out original 2 and put in 2 new ones.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet. I think they still have the original Ennead, but since they're both in Egyptian mythology,
one of the gods that Stephen comes.
He's already studying the Ennead, but I don't think he knew that Moon Knight would be here or he would become Moon Knight. So I think it's completely separate.
Wow.
We'll find out.
Because they haven't like explained it. We just I think
they just mentioned it. Yeah, didn't explain.
I think this is just assuming it, and we don't really know exactly what they're trying to pull.
Yeah.
Because if you try to change like historical stuff, and if it's not as accurate, it doesn't matter if the MCU makes it their own or whatever. People will think that eventually that is fact because a lot of those things go off like historical like history. And if they do change some of the historical stuff, then people would be confused and maybe they'll take the Marvel version as the truth.
Yeah, because people don't know much about Egyptian mythology, right?
So it's best if they don't touch it. I think what I'm saying is correct, and there is meant to be the 9
plus 2.
not +2. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm saying the Ennead is the 9.
Then
Khonshu is separate.
The original 9.
Yeah, it just so happens that he was studying the Ennead in Egyptian mythology at the time that he became Moon Knight.
Yeah.
So the only connection there is the Egyptian mythology.
God.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that Amet or Khonshu are part of the Ennead. It never mentioned that at all.
No, They haven't explained anything yet, like with the Enneads, like
The only connection between the two is the Egyptian mythology. It's probably not connected at all, just to say that it was an Egyptian mythology.
Yeah, he just talked about Egyptian mythology in general.
Yeah. They're not adding Amet and Khonshu to
they're not being added to the
Ennead. If they do, they're gonna have historical issues.
We'll see what they do in the next episode. If they change it around or they keep the original Enneads, like.
If they add 2, then they can't call it the Ennead because the word Ennead means 9.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense otherwise. Even from a logical perspective.
Unless
they replace 2 of them.
I can see why they should keep the original 9 though.
Then it's not going to be historically correct.
Correct.
But then a lot of the other Marvel, adaptations are not historically correct anyway.
Slight deviations. If they add something completely new, then it's wrong. Slight deviations are kind of okay because it's just renaming here and there. It's not completely creating a new character.
Yeah.
Or adding something where it shouldn't be.
I see.
That's where it's wrong.
When they can, hopefully they've kept the original 9 Enneads, the original 9.
I think
real life.
I think they're just going to keep the original Ennead. The only connection that we see so far is they're both Egyptian gods.
We'll see what they do.
I'm not saying that they're going to add Amet and Khonshu to the Ennead.
No.
Yeah.
Find out in the coming episodes probably.
But if they do, it's going to be
historically wrong.
We're going to be historically wrong.
Yeah.
Like partially renaming something like what they did in the Eternals is kind of okay because it's the same one.
Like Icarus. It's
Icarus.
Different spelling.
It's the same spelling, but it's effectively the same thing. You can't just completely add something that's not into.
Yeah.
Because as we said, most people don't know. So if they watch the show and they think it's historically accurate, then it's going to cause problems.
I guess Eternals is a bit different. Like they mixed a few different characters from different mythologies.
That's right. Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Not just one. Yeah.
So it's a bit of a different story. They spelled Icarus with a K or something.
Yeah, to make it more Marvel, but effectively it's still like the same characters or historical representations.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's the same character. Yeah, characters.
they're not adding or deducting anything like what's they're saying with the Ennead, like 9 minus 7.
Yeah.
9 minus 2 equals 7. Yeah.
7. Yeah. So that means that they need to add 2, which is why I think you'll still end up 9. But he could only see 7 for now.
I still don't think it's right because, as he said, it's meant to be the 9.
Yeah, the 9, but
not mentioning even Ahmed or constant. I think we're going in a circle here.
I think someone said Ennead actually means 9 in Egyptian, right?
Yeah, Ennead is 9.
Yeah, Ennead is 9.
But in the show,
they
it
cannot
seems to be
add
7.
anything new to the 9.
The 9 will remain 9, and Khonsu and Ahmed will just
remain separate to the Ennead.
Standalone.
And the show will focus mostly on them, I think, rather than the Ennead. So
exactly. So it's probably going to be completely separate, and the only connection is the Egyptian mythology. That's the only connection.
That's the only connection. Yeah, Egyptian mythology, god stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, if they do change it, then there would be people raging. There will be people raging.
Yeah.
Oh, there'll be some, but most people wouldn't care.
Like some true Egyptian.
True
Egyptian
aficionados.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there would be people raging if they do that.
Yeah, they'll be offended. Like maybe the Egyptians would be offended.
Yeah, the Egyptians will definitely be offended.
That's a part of their culture and
their history.
And their history. So
and if it's not properly represented, then
yeah. I mean, that was the issue that Egyptians had with Wonder Woman. It was like,
yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Remember in 1984, I think that one was the one that they weren't happy with that depiction. So yeah. All right.
So, it's best if they don't touch the Ennead.
Yeah, it's better they just leave it alone.
I hope they didn't. Yeah, hope they didn't.
It's best that they didn't. But the only thing, as I said, is a connection to Egyptian mythology.
That's for sure. Yeah, I think everyone.
That is it. And there's meant to be 9 Ennead, not 7.
So Stephen got it wrong then.
Stephen got it right.
No, Stephen got it right. The museum got it wrong.
Because the museum got it wrong.
They put only 7 on the banner.
Only 7 on the banner, yeah.
But it's meant to be 9.
But the museum manager didn't care anyway. So.
Yeah, she didn't
care. 2 of them were late, so they kicked them out.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying there must be a point that they are making. Why the museum says 7 and not 9, right? But Stephen obviously knows it's 9.
Yeah.
The museum kind of got it wrong. Yes, it's meant to be 9.
Yeah.
But then again, it's the same 9 as we know are in the Ennead. They're not taking anything out. Agree?
Yeah.
I think.
Well, yeah.
Banner.
But we don't know where they are going, right? So who knows?
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, again, if they do, it's going to be rage.
Yeah, I hope they don't go in that direction. I hope they just focus on
characters.
It would be Khonsu and Ennead being separate gods in Egyptian mythology.
Yeah,
not part of the Ennead.
And maybe Ra.
Ra is not part of the Ennead.
Exactly.
Ra is Ra part of it?
No, it's not.
No.
I just looked it up. So
no,
it's not.
The god of the sun and radiance. Yeah.
So the Ennead is completely separate.
Okay.
Cool. I think we kind of cleared that up now.
I think that's pretty clear now. Yeah.
Well, we've cleared it up in our heads, but we don't know what the show will do. So
let's just wait and see what Marvel,
Well, we'll see, but if they do, then it's gonna be rage.
I mean, I hope they don't mess around with it. That's all.
They better not. Because once you try to add something to what is historical, then that's where things will get messy.
I could say it's artistic license.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've
Yeah.
talked a lot about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah,
one.
we kind of got stuck in
Really
this
good.
one.
It's a really good first episode.
Yeah, very good. It was an
Very
interesting discussion.
and yeah, I can't wait for the second.
And talking more about Egypt's
Yeah.
mythology.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting
That's one of the
discussion
good things,
about
though,
Egyptian mythology.
this,
Yeah, we
that-
learned a bit more. The
Yeah,
more
one
you
of the
know.
good things about it, yeah.
Yeah, we learned a lot actually
Yeah, we learned quite a bit about
last-
the Ennead.
in the last hour. That's good. We'll
Yeah.
be dreaming about the Enneads tonight. Dreaming about
That's gonna
Egyptian
be
mythology.
hilarious.
And country.
The more you know.
Yeah.
But I guess in a way that's a good thing of time some of these shows. It gets you to research stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you look up the real life history and mythology.
Source,
And
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we'll all be dreaming about the Egyptian gods, the Khonshu
Wow.
and Ammon.
Probably.
Just like the show, just like the first episode. Stephen Grant dreaming about it.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, and
All right.
I think we should end it, I guess.